Absolutely insane. Or is this a boss rush? Did we pick the boss rush? Because this is another obelisk here. Don't tell me we picked the boss rush instead of the actual uh, trial here. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go. Let's get this done, at the very least, even if it's not the correct chaos trial. We can probably switch back to our dark spell. Just play things normally now. And of course, we get haunted by that Dragon Lord's voice while we use this spell. It's pretty funny. So really, what is the deal with dark magic? I still don't really like understand it fully. I don't think. Obviously, obviously, it's a different kind of elemental type. Uh, I think what it really does is heal you as you damage them. I'm not quite sure how it damages them because I think it does like damage over time, similar to fire damage. But then it also heals you as you deal the damage over time. Then also maybe while the dark magic is like affecting the enemy, any damage you do will heal you, maybe. But then there's also dark magic efficiency, which is like how much you heal based on how much damage you do, I believe. Um, I think that's how that works, right? But then I don't really know if it has any weaknesses, if it has any strengths, um, if it's best, if it's best used against certain enemies over others, that kind of thing. So I mean, I get it, but it's like I really don't at the same time. Alright, let's see if this next encounter is not like a true boss. Might be. Yeah, okay. Alright, so then we probably picked boss rush instead of normal chaos run. Can we check that here? Boss run. Yep. Man. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. So we basically just did that whole Dragon Lord fight for nothing. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh, that's annoying. That's pissing me off. Going back out then, and honestly, I said I didn't really. I said I wouldn't want to do that again today. But let's go ahead and do it again. go ahead and get through the entire Chaos Trial, like the true Chaos Trial. And,
Are you prepared? We'll see.
go ahead and do that again. Real unfortunate there.
Go on,
Whatever.
Fademaker.
Yeah, this looks more like it. Okay. Alright. I don't know how I didn't notice that when I started the run. Oh, my shoulder. What is happening right now? Am I, like, going crazy?
Looking charming as ever, bonehead. Things are looking green for you. I better be careful not to get used to it.
Okay, yeah. What it looks like, it does seem like there's a small amount of damage over time from dark magic. It's not that much.
Hope you finished your bucket list.
So I wonder then, because there's still stats that increase dark magic damage. So I wonder if that increases the damage over time, or if that just increases the flat damage from the shots themselves.
Stop calling me. Yeah.
I'm gonna be so honest. I like our build that we have right now, and I like how we're actually making use of the dark magic that we have our skill points invested in. I still think our other build is stronger objectively. Maybe this one keeps us alive a little bit longer because we get healed from the dark magic. But I mean, the other one is just crazy. We just shoot out those cubes and shoot the shotgun everywhere and everything dies. Like, I honestly don't really know why this one is so much weaker than that one. If we manage to find like a sword explosion that does dark magic, and if that gelatinous cube spell comes in different elements, and if we find a dark magic cube spell, that would be next level. But yeah, I just don't know if that's possible if we can find that. Alright, let's go ahead and actually do this time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. I think I've kind of run out of stuff to talk about. If it wasn't already that obvious.
Really thought you were going to win, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of upset from that whole boss fight. That was really annoying. I know I said we're probably going to have to fight the Dragon Lord again for another Chaos Trial at some point, like the last Chaos Trial, we're probably going to have to fight him. At least that one time, if not more, along the way. I really don't want to. I really hope this one time is the last time we have to fight him. Especially after all that. That's gotta be the most convoluted boss fight in Borderlands. At least that I can think of. I don't think it's quite as hard as some of the raid bosses in like Borderlands 2. I know some of those bosses are like really unforgiving. You just kind of have to stay alive and kite the boss for like that long, if not longer, without, you know, the additional help of like minions or additional enemies to kill if you go down, you know, that kind of thing. So I do think there's probably other raid bosses that are harder than that Dragon Lord boss for sure, but that has got to be like the most chaotic one. No pun intended. There's just so much stuff that happens. Get faked out a bunch of times. He starts regenerating part of his health bar. He regains his armor and his health bar halfway through the fight. Becomes invulnerable multiple times. You have to take out that dragon at some point. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, come on. I should try to get some passive health regen at some point from an armor class or a shield. Oh, here we go again. We're at the Tooth Fairy for like the 5th time. Not quite sure exactly what just happened there, but the Tooth Fairy kind of just died immediately. Which is really satisfying, but I don't know how that happened. Save me, please. I don't want to die, please. What is this? The legendary. A sniper? Interesting. We haven't had a legendary sniper before. I don't use snipers. By the way, if you're curious, this is the carbonara flavor bulldog. You know, the pink one with the cheese flavor. Well, it's not the spiciest one, but it's still pretty spicy. Anyways, what is this? The Cow Con of Murky Depths. Like it's got multiple projectiles. It's a Hyperius, so it's going to be fairly fast firing and fast reloading as well. Extra critical hit damage, less gun damage, extra weapon shield capacity, consumes 5 ammo per shot, damage to the shield amplifies the weapon damage. Okay, and it's normal, so maybe we could replace this with this. Get up a good amount of the screen. Kind of hard to what's going on, I think. On this side, at least, on the right side. Oh. Oh, does it reload that fast? Oh, it does. Interesting. So, looks like it always shoots 5 projectiles in a row. And the first burst is spread out. The second burst is thinner, or more narrow, I guess. Has a more narrow spread. Interesting. We'll try it out. It might be good to replace that assault rifle. It does eat up ammo like crazy, though, so. Realistically, I think if we get up really close to an enemy like this, it could do some good work. Maybe it can help take out the, you know, the Bernadette dragon during the boss fight. But the spread might make that a bit tricky to do. I don't know. I feel like it could be good, but you know, for what this thing can do, I think the sniper kind of just does it worse, to be honest. At least what I can tell right now. How's this thing? How's this thing fare against the trolls? Oh my gosh. What even was that? What just hit me? Looked like a random scythe came out of nowhere and just swung at me, but okay.
Stop calling me.
Does this spell really do nothing else besides just create one projectile that does like a little bit of damage. I mean, it's a good chunk of damage, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm just too attached to that cube spell.
Heads up! Got company!
I really feel like we should just use that, honestly. I've been trying to make this dark magic spell work, but I just don't think it's that good. At least not for me right now. I mean, look at this. That spell just took out like a quarter of its health. And there's pools of acid damaging everything else as well. Like, what the heck? And we have recharge, or the cooldown is crazy. Like, we can just keep spamming this. Am I missing something? I don't know. This gun, though, is definitely pretty solid. I do like this gun. For bigger guys like this, I'm probably just going to use the sword explosion, but I do like that pistol for sure.
Nothing gets through that big skull of yours. Well, that was fun. Until it wasn't.
Ooh. Alright, I'm just real sore today for some reason. Probably need to start stretching before stream.
Just eye contact. Here's to swimming with him. Whip.
Yeah, I mean, this thing just can take care of a lot of enemies, no matter what. At this point, honestly, we might be able to replace our SMG with something else if we find something else. I guess we did find that sniper, so we could use that.
I beg your pardon.
I think we're gonna have to find some kind of special application for it, though, because I'm not sure if it'll take care of waves of enemies like this very easily.
Nothing like a job well done. What do you want, little freak?
Can't remember quite how long this trial is, but we're getting through it pretty quickly. I do remember struggling a lot more before when we did this, which I'm sure probably was due to the curses that we kept taking last time as well. Kind of almost exclusively been taking Butt Stallion's blessings, so. Yeah, we're still gonna go for the blessings. I'm sorry. I'm not making that boss fight harder than I need it to be. Harder than it has to be. think last time we did this, I think we lost during this this round, didn't we? We didn't actually make it quite to the boss fight, I don't think, last time.
You're quite the little killer.
Let's see how we do this time.
Really makes the eyes water.
Oh, you're big. Big man. Oh, thank you for the clutch. It's okay. Hey, what's going on? Sig 000? Triple O? How you doing? We are trying to overpower our character right now. Boss fight already. Cool. Yeah, if you're familiar with the game, easier to call me Sig, for sure. If you're not familiar with the game, basically there's like these challenge runs that you can do, which give you better loot outside of the these trials. So if we get past this one, we get better loot later. We might do another one after this one. What am I snacking on? I've got some ramen here. I'm gonna have to say no for the multiplayer, just because I don't know. I just have a general rule for not doing multiplayer on stream. I'm gonna have to say no, but I do appreciate the offer. Oh! Alright. Yeah, earlier we did this, before you joined chat, I did this boss fight because I did the wrong kind of challenge trial by accident, which basically forced us into this boss fight, and I didn't realize it until after the boss fight. So, this is the second time I'm doing it, actually. What am I running? Graveborn Spore Warden? Yeah. We're doing a kind of minion-focused build. We've boosted our minion damage a lot, and our spell damage. And our dark magic damage is also boosted, but I think that's better suited for non-boss fights, so we're not really using that right now.